When happy, what can I do for you?
Hi, this is Miranda Cunningham. I would like to talk to the customer service.
Yes, how can I help?
This is Miranda Cunningham.
Are you all right?
No, I'm not all right. We are freezing. The heating system is not working.
I'll send someone in the afternoon or tomorrow morning.
Make it this afternoon. As I said, we are freezing. This is a legal firm and we have a lot of taxing work to do. And it's anything but easy at this temperature.
Yeah.
I called yesterday to explain the situation and...
I see.
You don't have to see, you have to come. What is your name, please?
I am Matthew Peacock.
Listen, Mr. Peacock, if things are not put right straight away, I will make a complaint to your superiors. Good morning. Let me give it another try.
Hi, this is Rose Neck.
Hi, this is Miranda Cunningham. Listen, we have had no heating since Monday. I called yesterday and today, but...
I'm terribly sorry to hear that, Mrs. Cunningham. Tell me more about what happened so that I can solve your problem.
Well, there's very little to say. The heating system is not working, and we tried to fix it, but to no avail.
I understand. Let me apologize for the inconvenience. I'll send someone to settle the matter right away.
You can't imagine how happy I am to hear that.
Hi, and welcome to this business workout. This is quite an important session, which involves using some terms related to dealing with problems. In the business world, you frequently have to deal with problems, delays, complications, mistakes. Since Miranda has a technical problem, she calls the customer service for help. Do you think Matthew, the first employee, is great at dealing with problems? No. In fact, he is disrespectful and indifferent. What about Rose, the second employee? Rose has a very different approach. Her pleasant tone of voice reassures Miranda, and she convinces her that she can trust her, that she understands her problem and can find a quick solution. With the right tone of voice and choice of words, you show the caller that you sincerely want to help him or her solve the problem. Dealing with complaints is no doubt a difficult business and requires a lot of training. A complaint is an expression of dissatisfaction. You can deal with, make, receive, and resolve a complaint. When someone complains about something, you can say, "I'm terribly sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear about what happened." Or, "Let me apologize for the inconvenience." In order to solve or deal with a problem, you have to gather information about it. That's why Rose says, "Tell me a little more about what happened." She also promises to settle the matter right away, which means to put things right. In this dialogue, you have heard some common expressions. To give it a try means to attempt to do something. You can also say to have a try. For example, "Why don't you have a try?" When you want to encourage someone to have another try after he failed to do something, there is a saying you can use. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Keep it in mind while practicing your business English. I'll see you soon. Bye.
First of all, I want to thank you both for helping me with tomorrow's presentation. It's going to be a difficult meeting, and I'm nervous about it. Okay, here it goes. Good morning, everyone. If we are all here, let's get started.
Hello? Brittany? Okay. That's fine. Sure, we can go to dinner tonight. I'll pick you up at 7 sharp. Yes. So do I. Bye. Sorry, my sister. No, my cousin. Family matters.
Where was I? I'd like to welcome you all. I would like to introduce Al from the Human Resources Office. And may I also introduce my personal assistant, Linda. I'm sorry I had to call this meeting at such a short notice. We are all here to discuss some urgent financial problems. The main objective of this meeting is to cut expenses. I'm sorry to have to say it, but it is time to tighten our belts. Now, did you all receive a copy of today's agenda? There are 4 items on the agenda. All of them deal with possible areas we have identified for potential cuts. If you don't mind, I think it's best if we take the points in order. Linda is going to take the minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Lunch break is at 12:30, and the meeting is going to finish at 4 p.m. Is that okay for everybody?
Fine.
Sure. Yes.
Any questions before we start? Oh, sorry. One last thing. Please switch off your mobile phones. Thank you.
Sure.
How did I do?
Hi, and welcome to this business session. Today, it's going to be quite a lively workout, so get ready. We're going to talk about opening a meeting. Business meetings are a very important part of organizational communication, but sometimes they can be stressful and unconstructive. It is very important to conduct them with care. Do you think Miranda opened the meeting effectively? Does she create the right atmosphere? I think so, but let's have a closer look at how she starts the meeting. When opening the meeting, she says, "Good morning, everyone. If we are all here, let's get started." You can also say, "Let's start the meeting," or "Let's start." Then she welcomes and introduces the participants. There are many ways to welcome and introduce participants. I'd like to welcome you all. Let me welcome Mr. Chang from the International Office. I would like to introduce Al. May I introduce Linda? Or, I don't think you know Mrs. Kempf. Miranda apologizes because she had to call the meeting at a short notice. To call a meeting means to arrange a meeting. You can also convene, organize, and set up a meeting. At a short notice means only a short time before an event takes place. Miranda circulated an agenda in advance so the participants could prepare themselves. She asks, "Did you all receive a copy of today's agenda?" You can also say, "Let's move on to today's agenda," or "Let's get down to business." An agenda is a list of matters that people discuss at a meeting. In this episode, the main objective of the meeting is cutting expenses. In other words, they have to tighten their belts. To tighten your belt means to spend less money than you did before because you have less of it. There are 4 items on the agenda. An item is a part of a list or group of things. Miranda says, "I think it's best if we take the points in order." Instead, you can say, "I would like to skip item," and Move on to item. She takes care of any administrative matters appropriately. Lunch break at 12:30. The meeting is going to finish at 4 p.m. And Linda is going to take the minutes of the meeting. That is, to write down what is said. The minutes is a list or short account of what people said or decided at a business meeting. You can take or do the minutes. I hope this session gave you some useful suggestions on how to open a meeting. A good beginning, says the proverb, is half the battle. See you next time.
Wow, that is impressive, isn't it?
It is.
Maybe I could do the haka before going to work.
Good idea. How are Miranda and the girls?
They're fine. But I'm a bit worried.
Why?
Miranda's working too much at the moment. She isn't paying any attention to me. And she always seems to have her head in the clouds.
I see.
She isn't the same woman she was a few years ago.
Yeah, maybe she's interested in something or someone else.
What do you mean? You think she's seeing someone else?
Certainly not. You're a wonderful husband. And a first-class athlete. The other day, you even played rugby with your university mates.
Even though Frank and Martin are now injured. And we all need some physiotherapy.
Okay, but don't forget, you scored 2 tries and even made it to the second half.
Indeed. And I crawled into bed after 2 pints of beer.
Thomason passes the ball to Green. Brilliant. That's brilliant. Melahui kicks. Kowaki scores a try for the All Blacks. What a beautiful try. That's class.
Hi, and welcome to this health and body care session. Today, we are going to talk about sports, rugby in particular. Rugby is an outdoor contact sport played by 2 teams of 15 players. The aim of the game is to score as many points as possible. The match Ray and Ed are watching is between 2 famous teams, the New Zealand All Blacks and the Barbarians, a kind of all-star team. But let's have a look at some common terms used in this game. The playing area is called the field. Before the match, the All Blacks do the haka. The haka is a traditional tribal war dance of the Maori people of New Zealand. Its aim is to encourage optimism in the performers and to terrify their opponents. The first and second half are the periods of time into which the game is divided. There is also a third half, after the match, when the players meet and have a drink together. The players are divided into 2 categories, forwards and backs. The forwards are the players who are in an attacking position, while the backs are the fast-running players who perform most of the ball handling. The forwards are the players who pack into scrums. A scrum is when a group of attacking players from each team come together with their heads down and arms joined and push against each other, trying to take control of the ball. Ray scored 2 tries. A try is when a player puts the ball on the ground behind the opposing team's goal line and scores points for the player's team. You can also score a goal and a point. The referee is responsible for ensuring that the rules of the game are respected. Ray says that some of the players were injured. and that they needed some physiotherapy. As you know, to injure means to hurt or cause physical harm to a person or animal. An injury is physical harm or damage to someone's body caused by an accident or an attack. You can receive or suffer an injury. Physiotherapy is the treatment of muscle stiffness, pain, and injury. You may need, receive, have, or undergo physiotherapy. What about you? Do you practice any sport? Or do you prefer watching sport on TV? Anyway, our time is over. See you next time for another workout. Bye.
Ray, help me. I have a headache. No, I ache from head to foot. I'm running a temperature, and I feel dizzy. This is the worst day of my life.
Come on, Miranda. You have the flu.
I feel like I'm about to die.
Did anybody in your family die from flu?
No, but I could be the first one.
The doctor gave you a prescription, didn't he? Did you buy the medicine at the chemist?
Yes, here it is.
Flu and body ache, pain reliever, fever reducer. Seems the right cure to me.
I hope so.
First, let's read the warnings and directions. You must not exceed the recommended dosage, and pay attention to the side effects.
Sure.
Temporarily relieves nasal congestion, fever, headache, toothache, backache, minor arthritis. Miranda, you are as safe as the Bank of England.
Ray.
Sorry. You just have to be patient and wait to recover.
Well, I don't have a choice. The doctor said that I have to stay in bed. Could you please call Linda and tell her that I can't be in tomorrow?
Of course, darling.
I plan to go to the cinema with Emily and Adriana tomorrow, and this is so frustrating.
Hi, and welcome to this health and body care session. Today, we're going to learn about some common illnesses and how to cure them. Miranda is not feeling well. She has got the flu. That is an infectious illness, like a very bad cold, but which normally gives you a temperature. Other common illnesses include a cold, a common infection, especially of the nose and throat, a headache, a pain you feel inside your head, a stomach ache, pain in your stomach, a toothache, pain in a tooth or teeth. You may have, get, suffer from a cold, the flu, etc. When you have the flu, you also have or run a temperature. This means that your body has a higher temperature than normal. When you have the flu, you make an appointment with your family doctor or GP. He or she examines you, asks about your symptoms, and gives you a prescription for some medication or medicine. With your prescription, you go to the chemist's, drugstore, or also pharmacy in the U.S., a shop where you can buy medicine, makeup, and products used for personal hygiene. Every medicine contains warnings and directions, information about dangers and possible complications, and how and when to take it. When you take medication, you have to be careful not to exceed the recommended dosage. That is, not to take a larger dosage of medicine than indicated in the prescription. You must also pay attention to side effects. Side effects describe the unwanted effects of a medicine. Often, the doctor gives a sick note. A sick note is a sickness certificate from your family doctor. Miranda is a lawyer. She is self-employed, so she probably doesn't need it. But if you are an employee, you have to show a sickness certificate to your employer. Miranda simply has to be patient because, as Ray says, she is as safe as the Bank of England, which means that she has nothing to worry about. Patience is the best remedy for every trouble. So be patient, keep practicing the language, and we'll meet in the next training session. Bye.
Hi, Mom. No. Let's talk in English today. How are you? You're sitting in the backyard. What's the weather like? Yes, I can see. It's hot and sunny as usual. No, here it's raining. Yes, they have bad weather here all year long. Yesterday it was windy, the day before foggy, and last week we even had some snow too. Yes, Great Britain is a wonderful place, but the weather is awful, and above all, so unpredictable. And most of the time it's cold. But they're heavily clad even in summer. Well, almost. Yes, I really miss our sunny climate. Oh no, you can't imagine how I'd like to wear a nice summer dress, sandals, and no stockings. No, yes, I am happy here, very happy. The Frasers are really nice people. And last week I helped Miranda to prepare a Thanksgiving dinner. But to tell you the truth, I did most of the cooking. Miranda is not the world's best cook.
Hi, Adriana.
Hi, Al.
It's still raining.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I see that you're busy.
Oh, sorry, I had to say hello to Albert. Yes, he's one of the Frasers' friends. Oh, he's handsome. He has a nice personality, but he's a bit eccentric. Yeah, sometimes he gets hysterical for no reason, right?
Is it your mother?
Oh, uh-huh. Oh.
Yo te quiero mucho, Marisol. Amada mía, tú es mi sol, mi luna.
Well done.
Hi, and welcome everybody to this travel and entertainment session with me, Anthony. Today, we are going to deal with some common terms and sentences used to describe the weather. The weather is the state of the atmosphere at a determined place and time, while the term climate refers to the general weather conditions. When you want information about the weather, you ask, "What's the weather like?" Or, "Is it sunny, rainy, or windy?" The weather can be bad, good, cold, hot, sunny, rainy, or windy. For example, we have some bad weather today. The weather was good yesterday. To answer the question, "What's the weather like?" you can say, "It's sunny when the sun is shining. It's rainy when it's raining. It's foggy when you can see very little through the fog. It's cloudy when there are thick clouds. It's windy when the wind is strong. It's raining or it's snowing." We have a lot of rain. We have a light wind. We have some snow. Adriana is complaining because in Great Britain it's always cold, even in summer. But that's not completely true. In New York, where I live, the seasons of the year are winter from November to March, spring from March to June, summer from June to September, fall or autumn in British English from September to November. Right, north of the equator, obviously. You can say, for example, in winter the weather is cold, and last summer we had a lot of rain. As everybody knows, in Great Britain the weather is awful, and above all, so unpredictable. That's why it's a continual topic of conversation. As the saying goes, if you don't like the weather now, wait 5 minutes and it will change. What's the weather like where you live? Oh, great. But we've run out of time, so goodbye and I'll see you soon.
Queen Victoria Hotel, how can I help?
This is Miss Fraser from London. I want to reserve a twin room from the 4th to the 6th of May, please.
Let me check if we have a room available. I'm very sorry, madam. I'm afraid we are fully booked.
Have you another hotel to recommend to me?
Yes, I suggest the Royal Yacht. Do you want the phone number?
Yes, please.
It's 019-8320-3175.
Thank you so much.
Not at all, madam. I'm sorry I can't help you.
Royal Yacht Hotel, can I help you?
Yes. I would like to know if you have a twin room available from the 4th to the 6th of May, please.
Let me check. Yes, we do.
How much is it per night?
It's £158 per night.
Has the room an en-suite bathroom?
All rooms in the hotel are en suite.
Is it possible to make a reservation right now?
Sure, madam. We need your credit card number and expiry date.
Fine. Just one last question. We would like to bring Hazel, Lucille, my friend's pet rabbit with us. Is that a problem?
A rabbit? Madam,
I'm afraid it is. We promise he is very well behaved. It is more or less like having a couple with a small baby.
I'm sorry, but
Pets are not allowed in the hotel. Well, that's very unfair. How is Hazel going to feel when Lucille has to tell him that he has to stay home?
I don't know, madam.
Hi, and welcome to this travel and entertainment session. Do you like traveling? Well, it's a good way to learn English, isn't it? So let's practice some language. Today we're going to talk about making a reservation. Emily is calling a hotel because she wants to reserve a room from the 4th to the 6th of May. You can also say, I want to book a room, or I would like to know if you have a room available. Emily wants to reserve a twin room, a room for two, with 2 single beds. A double room is also a room for 2, but with 1 double bed. Other types of rooms include single room, a room for 1 person, triple room, 1 room for 3 people with 3 single beds, or 1 double bed and 1 single bed. Suite, a set of connected rooms. Sometimes the hotel is fully booked. That means that there are no rooms available. In this case, you may ask the receptionist, "Have you another hotel to recommend?" If the hotel has a room available, you usually ask, "How much do you charge per night?" so that you know how much your stay in the hotel costs you. Emily asks, "Has the room an ensuite bathroom?" An ensuite bathroom means that the bedroom has a private bathroom only for the guests of that room. For example, "I'd like a room with an ensuite bathroom." In order to make a reservation, you have to give or send your credit card number and expiry date. The expiry date is the last date on which your credit card is valid. Sometimes you may want to bring your pet with you. A pet is a domestic animal kept as a companion. In some hotels, pets are not allowed. It is therefore necessary to ask before you go. "I would like to bring my cat, my dog, my rabbit with me. Is that a problem?" Or, "Am I allowed to bring my cat, my dog, my rabbit with me?" Unfortunately, Emily and Lucille are not allowed to bring Hazel, Lucille's rabbit, with them. I'm sure that all pet lovers sympathize with them and with the rabbit too. So, now you can book the hotel for your next vacation and do it in English. Okay? Keep practicing. Bye.